So this is somewhat of a video response for Jonah Mori, if that's how you pronounce your last name. I'm not exactly sure if I butchered it. I'm sorry. In response to his "What's Going On" video they made a few months ago, and also somewhat of a video of me addressing the issue of bullying. First off, Jonah, I just want to say I'm glad things are getting better for you now. And I want you to know I'm so sorry for what you had to go through. And I would have made this video sooner, but I was extremely busy with school and just did not have the time to make this video. Because for one, it's going to be somewhat emotional for me. I don't know if I'm going to cry or not, but what I'm going to talk about is going to be difficult for me to share. And I just feel it's stuff that I need to get off my chest because it's stuff that I've been having to hold inside for years. And I just want to say, you were not alone. Like you, I have been heavily teased in school from a young age, like yourself. I believe you said you started getting teased around second grade. For me, it was about that time too, second to maybe third grade. Second grade for me, yeah, because I'm remembering the school I was at, Winston Churchill School, was when hell started breaking loose for me. And then it got progressively worse through the years. No matter where I moved to, no matter what school I transferred to, I just could not escape bullying. And I was called many names like you were fag, homo, bitch, pussy, testicle boy, dick, douchebag, bastard, bitch, like any name that you could think of that was hurtful, that kids would normally would not say in front of their parents and whatnot, and stuff that you should not say to anyone, in school and whatnot. Just anything you could think of was thrown my way, and it was just not fun. And I was just heavily teased by multiple people throughout my childhood, which is why I wish I could just erase everything from my mind because I absolutely hated my childhood. I did not like it at all. So many people made fun of me, and hardly anyone, came to my rescue, I guess you could say. And one of the things that was really bad about it for me was that it was from people that were of my own race. I'm black, and I was heavily teased by black people. I mean, how stupid is that? For your own race to talk so much shit about you. And it was gotten so bad to the point where I wouldn't say I'm racist against black people, especially since I am black, but I don't like stereotypical black people at all. And I apologize if this video offends anyone. I don't mean it to be offensive. I just mean it to be informative because the issue of bullying needs to be addressed. And before I go further, I just want to say this. I have nothing against gay people at all. I have friends who are gay and acquaintances who are gay. And this video response is, well, it's somewhat of a video response to someone who came out and, it's someone supporting them and letting them know, hey, everything's fine. But my issue is, as of late, it seems like there's been a lot of focus on just anti-gay bullying, when gays are not the only ones who are bullied. To me, there should be focus on bullying in general, as a whole, not, a specific type of bullying. Throughout the years, we've seen people talk about gay bullying and cyberbullying, but what about just bullying in general? It doesn't matter who you are, where you came from, or where you're at, or what form of media or medium the bullying is happening. People are getting bullied everywhere, whether you're straight or gay, black or white, whether you're a Christian, whether you're an atheist, Whether you're a nerd, whether you're a jock, it doesn't matter who you are. There's someone somewhere being bullied. There's probably someone being bullied right now. There's probably, you know how they say people die like every day, like, I don't know, every minute or hour or something. It's probably the same thing for bullying because it's everywhere. But for whatever reason, people choose to ignore it and, just go on about their lives like it's not a big deal when it is. I mean, people commit suicide over this stuff, and it's not pretty. And despite the fact that, I'm a Christian, and I'll admit, I'm not perfect. And I'll, quick, side note, um, there are so many people that act like they're a Christian, act, oh, so holier than thou, and to me, that's bullshit. You shouldn't act like you're perfect. I can understand wanting to be perfect, but ultimately, you can never be perfect, and you shouldn't treat people like garbage just because you feel you're better than them or because you believe in something they don't and whatnot. It's just not right. And, just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I treat someone who's an atheist like garbage. Or it doesn't mean, I have hatred against gay people or anything like that. That's not right. And for anyone out there who claims to be a Christian that says that's hypocritical, well, if you look at the Bible, Jesus, ate and drank with people who were sinners and whatnot. So I don't see what the big deal is. And for people who are gonna, because I've had people say this to me before, that doesn't make sense. How can you be a Christian and blah, 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 and say something like, oh, you don't have anything against gay people, but you don't agree with their lifestyle. Well, look at it this way. You can have a loved one who you absolutely adore, but they smoke, or they drink, or they indulge in something you don't agree with. It doesn't mean you don't like them as a person. It doesn't mean you hate them or anything. You just don't agree with their lifestyle. For example, one of my aunts, I absolutely love her, but she smokes. And I hate cigarette smoke. I hate the smell of it. I hate being around it. But does that mean I hate her? Does that mean I dread going to visit her? No, I love her and I love visiting her. Even though she doesn't even when she doesn't smoke, I can leave her place and still have the smell on me. It doesn't mean I hate her. It doesn't mean I don't want to visit her anymore. So it's the same thing with people who are gay or people who are atheists or people who don't have the same, beliefs or agreements with me. I'm not going to hate them just because, we don't see eye to eye on everything. And just like I'm a Marvel Comics fan, I love Spider-Man. Doesn't mean I hate people who love Batman. I mean, given the fact that I'm a DC Comics fan a little bit too, but if I were to just love Marvel completely and hate DC, that doesn't mean I would hate other nerds who like DC. But anyways, enough of that. The main purpose of this video is to talk about bullying. And like I said, I've been heavily bullied all my life. I've been heavily bullied from like second grade even up until my senior year of high school. And I'm 21 years old now, in college. And to this day, it still bugs me. And even at a young age, up until high school, there had not been a single day where I thought about suicide. I never cut myself or anything, but there are times where I came close to doing it because there were times where I thought about it. There were times where I'd be in the kitchen and I'd be looking at knives, trying to think which knife is the sharpest knife, which one could I use to quickly kill myself without too much pain. And there were times where I thought about, well, maybe the physical pain of trying to commit suicide won't be so bad. Maybe it'll help numb the emotional pain. And then I also thought, well, as much emotional pain as I'm going through, it probably won't help at all. It'll probably still outweigh whatever physical pain I might put on myself. So those were some reasons why I never went through with it, and I never cut myself